I've quite forgotten their names. Why Gandalf didn't remember LOTR's blue wizards in The Hobbit. The Hobbit was full of funny lines, but Gandalf forgetting the names of Lord of the Rings blue wizards was hilarious in its own way. There are many reasons behind Gandalf's forgetfulness in this scene in The Hobbit. An Unexpected Journey, released in 2012 and directed by New Zealand legend Peter Jackson. Ian McKellen's Gandalf was a familiar anchor in the movie for fans of Jackson's first Lord of the Rings trilogy, which was widely celebrated. The movie introduced the brilliant Martin Freeman as Bilbo Baggins, but never got to introduce the Blue Wizards. Along with Gandalf, Saruman, and Radagast, the Blue Wizards make up Lord of the Rings' 5 Asteri. Asteri is Quenya, an elvish language for wizards, and it refers to the collective of 5 Maor selected by the Valar to oppose Sauron on Middle-earth. The Valar, Tolkien's demigods, were working under the one creator, Eru Ilúvatar. High up in Middle-earth's chain of command, the Asteri were incredibly powerful but veiled their power to avoid the kind of worship Sauron sought. But the Blue Wizards were particularly veiled in The Hobbit, with Gandalf revealing little more than a suggestion of their existence. Gandalf forgetting the Blue Wizards is because of The Hobbit's rights. Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies didn't have the rights to mention the Blue Wizards by name. This movie franchise, which exists within the wider Lord of the Rings franchise, still does not have the rights and likely won't have them before it completes its 2026's The Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum. The Warner Bros. LOTR movie franchise has the rights to make films adapting The Hobbit and LOTR, including its appendices. The Blue Wizards are not mentioned in either text, but the Asteri are. This gave Warner Bros. Just about enough wiggle room to mention the existence of the Blue Wizards. However, they could not use any of the information included in the Silmarillion or Unfinished Tales, which did go into more detail on the Blue Wizards. Unfinished Tales hints that the Blue Wizards were called Alatar and Palando. The Hobbit's script hilariously signaled its lack of rights to use these names with Gandalf's iconic, "I've quite forgotten their names" line, making it an industry inside joke. The Tolkien estate has never yet awarded any company full rights to the Silmarillion or Unfinished Tales. What happened to the Blue Wizards? The Asteri arrived in Middle-earth by boat and then went their separate ways, with the Blue Wizards going east. Saruman, otherwise known as Curunr, came first. This eldest member of the Asteri was followed by the others, with all 5 arriving around the year 1000 of the Third Age, according to LOTR's appendices. While Gandalf was closest with the elves, Saruman was closest with men, and Radagast became friends with the beasts and birds. Saruman journeyed east, like the Blues, but unlike them, he returned. Tolkien never confirmed the fate of the Blues but offered speculation. Unfinished Tales confirms that some hold that the Blue Wizards turned to Sauron, failing the mission set them by the Valar and falling under the spell of the Greater Maya. Tolkien considered anyone from Ron and Easterling. Since Lord of the Rings' eastern land of Run was as far away from the western Aman and the Valar that lived there as it could be, Easterlings were influenced by Morgoth and Sauron more readily. Unfinished Tales also mentions how the Blue Wizards could have continued fighting the good fight or died, in which case their spirits would likely have returned to Valinor. The Blue Wizards could play a bigger part in LOTR's future. Although they only get a mention in The Hobbit, the Blue Wizards are likely about to see a resurgence on screens in Amazon Prime Video's The Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power. While the Rings of Power Season 2 finale confirmed that the original character the Stranger was actually Gandalf, Season 3 seems likely to follow a similar structure. The Dark Wizard was introduced as a mysterious Istar in Season 2, and his identity will probably be uncovered in the Season 3 finale, given how Season 1's final episode was also used for an identity reveal. The Dark Wizard is based in Ron and has accumulated a mysterious cult surrounding him, with fairly unscrupulous tactics, including violently killing someone thought to be his ally. Pioneering fantasy writer J.R.R. Tolkien said of his inventions, the Blue Wizards, "I suspect they were founders or beginners of secret cults and magic traditions that outlasted the fall of Sauron." All said and done, the Rings of Power strongly suggested the Dark Wizard's identity as that of a blue wizard. Viewers have likely been watching a blue on their screens all along, and Season 3 may even reveal a second one.